Hey. So my last video based on video games got like really successful and became the most viewed video on my channel, so I figured I'd make another one. Oh, by the way, before we get started, I have to show you this because, you know, that's just how it works now. Gotta show it to you so it plants the idea in your head that you might want to subscribe or like or I don't know, any of that. Whether you guys do it or not, I honestly have no idea, but it would be nice if you did. Yeah. I've decided to start making these more sitting down and talking videos because I find them a lot easier for me to make, which means I can push them out a lot faster. And honestly, I'm just enjoying making these more than my more complicated videos, like my GTA video, for example. So this is what I'm gonna like start doing, but really if people don't like it, I can go back to the other way of content. But if people do, I want to kind of embrace this a bit more because it's what I enjoy doing, and hopefully other people will enjoy it because I want to, you know, kind of make this my style a bit more because I enjoy the style. It's chill, it's kind of like a vibe, you know? Anyways, I'm taking too long to get to the video. The Last of Us Part 1, or The Last of Us Remake, it's coming out on September 2nd, and I have a few issues with it. It's pretty much just the first Last of Us game, remade in The Last of Us 2's engine, which is stunning and it's beautiful. The Last of Us Remake, or The Last of Us Part 1, looks like really good, really beautiful. The graphics, it's just stunning. And it, you know, completely remade, reacted through the animations and stuff. And for that, I really like it. What I don't like is how expensive it is. They're charging a full $70 next-gen price tag for a remake of a game that came out in 2013. Now, for a remake, you would think they would do more than just redo the graphics, right? But that's not true at all, actually. They've added like a couple convenient things, but most people won't use those few extra features they added. They added a narrator, which like most people won't really use, and they added like a speedrun timer, which cool, that's great, but most people aren't going to use that. It's kind of a added little feature, but it shouldn't be like a selling point of a $70 game. Now, making a remake with only improving the graphics is fine. I think that's okay, especially with how good it looks, because it looks just as good, if not better, than The Last of Us Part 2. But the issue with it is since they're charging so much, you'd think they'd be adding more, like improved gameplay, for example. The Last of Us games are notorious for having awful gameplay. They always have, even when they came out. The Last of Us 1, really not good gameplay, but you can get by it because you're here for the story, and the story's incredible. The Last of Us 2 improved the gameplay a little bit by adding a jump button. That's pretty much all they really did, and not really revolutionary, so it kind of sucks too, the gameplay. So you think the gameplay would be like improved upon, but really it wasn't, and it's really unfortunate. But I feel like if that was, honestly, that alone, with the graphics, would justify the $70 price tag. But it doesn't, because it's not there. If you take The Last of Us Remastered and The Last of Us Remake and put them next to each other, you can definitely see a graphical difference, obviously. And the remake obviously looks much better, much more stunning and vibrant and whatever. But honestly, I don't think it's worth it for the price that they're trying to sell it at. And if you're coming into this trying to play the game for the first time, I would just recommend playing the remastered version because you can find it for like 10 or 20 bucks. I'm not sure exactly how much it is, but it's pretty cheap. And if you have a PlayStation Plus membership and own a PS5, you get the remastered version for free too. So it's like just a double win there. You don't even have to pay for it. Now, saying that it's not worth it for $70 doesn't mean it's going to be a bad game. I'm sure the game is going to be fantastic in the definitive way to play the first game. For sure it is. But just, you know, at the price, I can't really justify buying it at the moment. But like, as soon as the price does go down, because I'm sure it will, The Last of Us Part 2 went from 60 to 40 in a pretty short amount of time. So honestly, when this goes down to at least like 40 bucks, I'll probably buy it for like $40 because I think that's more than reasonable for what they're giving us upgraded. And since it's called The Last of Us Part 1, it definitely is a definitive way to play it because you play The Last of Us Part 1, then The Last of Us Part 2. And they look virtually the same. It's just a good way to extend the story. Now, even though I don't like the story of The Last of Us Part 2, I get what they're doing, and it's honestly really good marketing. If you've never played the first game before, and you think the remake's how you want to jump in, then go for it. Go for the remake if you've never played it before. It might be worth it to you, but it's not to me personally. Personally, I would recommend the remaster and play the remake later, or just wait on the remake to drop in price. But like, if you really want to pay the $70 for it, then go for it. Because it is an incredible game, and if you've never played it before, it might be worth the full $70 price tag that you pay for it to actually play the game. Like a lot of people, when the game first came out, they paid like the $50 or $60 price tag for it. So honestly, if you're playing it for the first time, it might be worth it, and that's totally okay. You can do that. You can do whatever you want, really. But yeah, even though I'm talking down a lot about it, there is like one really cool thing that comes with this, and that's PC support. Now, it's not coming to PC on day one on September 2nd, but I'm pretty sure later this year they're adding it to PC. So for all you PC players that don't have a PlayStation and haven't played it before, definitely get this game. Even if it is full price, you can either wait for it to drop on like a Steam sale, assuming it comes on Steam, of course, or you can just pay the full up $70, which if you've never played it before, once again, and you have it on PC, which you can do, you know, a ton of things with it, I think it's justified and worth the price. Personally, I just don't think it's worth the price for people who have played the game before, because you really come to this game for the story. The gameplay's scuffed, you know, it's whatever, but the story is the main reason you come. So if you've already experienced the story like multiple times, you may want to experience it relived in this remake, which I do, but I don't want to pay full price for a story I've already experienced before. So yeah, unlike the GTA trilogy, I definitely think this game will be very good, obviously. It's just really up to you if you want to experience it or not. Anyways, this was supposed to be a pretty short video anyways, because those are just my quick thoughts on the situation. Because I'm not like going super into detail, I'm just kind of going, it's a little rant for me, to be honest with you, about how it really shouldn't be $70, but you know, that's besides the point. And a little like guide of should you buy it or should you not buy it. You know, it's all my thoughts. You can make your own thoughts, obviously. You can obviously choose if you want to buy it or not, but this is just kind of how I'm talking about it, to see if it, you know, convinces you one way or the other how you want to go about getting it. Once again, if you do want to get the remake, it's called The Last of Us Part 1, because, you know, it's Part 1 to the Part 2, which looks the same graphically, so you can do that, play it in one continuous story if you want, or you can just play the remaster of the original if you want to. Or even go back and play the original on PS3 if you want to. That's the way I originally played it, so, you know, I mean, it doesn't look good, but, you know, do what you want. Anyways, let me know if you guys like this, you know, sitting down and talking videos more than the other kind of videos, because they're a lot easier to make and I can push them out a lot faster. I'm not trying to like guilt trip you into saying, yeah, I like these ones more. Like, I genuinely want to know if these are good or not, because I think they are, but just because I think they are doesn't mean they are. But obviously it's subjective to other people, so just let me know. Before I go, I gotta plug my channel, of course, so if you want to subscribe or like, that'd be cool. I'm not gonna force you to. I'm not your dad, I can't make you, but you know, you get the point. If you want to, you can. It's open to you, and it would be nice. Anyways, I'll see you in my next video, whatever that may be. I don't know, I never know. I kind of make these up after the video is already uploaded. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.